All right, guys, welcome back to the Art of Whiskey. I'm Mr. Best, your craftsman. I'm here with my guy, Aaron. And you actually brought that coquito. Coquito, is that how you say it?
Yes, but you say it like a gringo, though. You know what I'm saying? It's coquito.
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 Yeah, put an extra emphasis on the key, right?
There you go.
Coquito.
There you go.
So he brought that the other week, and that was actually really, really delicious. And he told us a little bit about that, so you can go watch that video. But my man's here. As you can keep seeing, we're going to keep inviting people into different experiences here at the Art of Whiskey. And in this case, I'm going to make them that Watermelon Paloma that you guys have seen us talk about already. And I just want to get his feedback, get his reaction on it. It's one of the popular ones, and it's perfect for spring and summer, which is coming up right around the corner. And I'm going to walk you through how to make it, and then once again, we'll get his reaction. So, for one, have you ever had a Paloma?
I'm sure I have.
You sure?
Right? I'm sure I have. I don't. What is a Paloma? Can you
So
kind
a
of
Paloma
just go through
traditionally actually is going to be tequila with grapefruit juice, soda, and then a little bit of lime. Now, the agave that I'm about to add in here, that's a little something different, but it's actually more widely ordered than the margarita.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
It is.
I don't believe
Look
you.
it up, man. The Paloma is more widely ordered than the margarita. I was shocked too.
Where?
Like,
In America?
just in general, yeah.
Just in general?
Yeah, in general.
Okay. In general, maybe, but like, I don't know. I feel like there is Margaritaville. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how big the margarita is.
And you talk about like days like Cinco de Mayo, for example, you know that's Margarita Central, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
No,
I have never heard someone say,
Trust
hey,
me.
let's go get some Palomas.
Hey, man, and I 100% agree. Trust me, I used to bartend quite a bit. I used to bartend all the time, and trust me, I was always making margaritas, and seldom I'd make a Paloma. However, it's probably one of the more ordered ones based off what it said when I was researching. I was like, that is crazy. But neither here nor there. I'm here to make you one so you can enjoy one for the first time.
Let's do it.
So, Watermelon Paloma, very simple. Ingredients, you're going to have fresh lime juice. Remember, everything's always got to be fresh. Got fresh watermelon juice. Got some agave. That's the only thing that's probably not fresh. And then we got some tequila. And typically on this, like to use a blanco. But with this drink, I've also learned it's very universal. You can use gin. You can use Hendrick's gin, which I would recommend, which is a cucumber-infused gin. Would go extremely well with this cocktail. You can use vodka. I haven't tried it with whiskey yet. Now that's the one I'm going to be curious that we'll have to kind of play around with because I don't know if these ingredients necessarily go with it, but who knows? We'll play with it and find out. That being said, we're going to first start with half an ounce of fresh lime and drop that right in there.
Okay.
Then we're going to do 3/4 of an ounce of agave. I was going to say fresh. Of agave.
Fresh agave, yes.
Fresh agave.
From Texas.
Yeah, exactly. Then you turn around, you're going to do 2 ounces of your fresh watermelon juice. Now, one thing that I always say, people, as you're watching me build this out, I always say do your juices and your syrups first. Always do your alcohol last. And do you know why?
Oh, because that's what you said?
No, that's not what, no, I didn't say it, but no, also because the primary reason is if you mess up, putting your juices in there, you can dump the juice. But if you put your liquor in first and then you mess up along the way the metrics, then now you have to waste liquor. We don't want to do that.
We don't want to waste.
Yeah, definitely want to do that.
I had a question about the liquor for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the Paloma typically has
Tequila,
but you can actually use any other type of alcohol.
Absolutely, and now mind you, that's the beautiful thing
interesting.
That's the beautiful thing about doing, when you're bartending and creating things, right, is that it's never just linear. You can always tweak, just like food, right? There's no like one in fact two spaghetti recipe. There's multiple recipes out there, right?
Yeah.
So
that's really interesting, though. I didn't know that.
Absolutely, and mind you, when I first made this, that was the first thing I thought. I was like, man, this probably go great with some Hendrick's gin. So I made it with it, and I was like, yo, it tasted phenomenal, super refreshing. And like I said, we're about to get his reaction here in a second. But before I go ahead and start icing this up, okay, I did 2 ounces of tequila, by the way. So once again, half an ounce of fresh lime, 3/4 of an ounce blue agave, 2 ounces of fresh watermelon, and then 2 ounces of blanco tequila. And then I'm going to prep my glass and get that ready before I start shaking it up. That's a step most people miss. We're going to hit it with a nice little sugar rim here. So boom, I usually like to do half. And we're going to go and get the ice component in there. Because the last thing you want to do is start doing all this after you shook it up. Now you want to make sure after you're done shaking, you're ready to pour that right into the glass first. So we'll get this all prepped.
And why do you only do half the rim?
I give people the option. You can do the full one if you want. I give people a little option if they don't want, the sugar, they don't have to have it. If they want the sugar, then they have it. So it's one of those dual components. But some people will do the whole rim. Some cocktails will do the whole rim. I always do half personally. That's just me. And once again, it goes back to preference. Anytime you're making a drink at home, it's your preference. You can make it however you want. If you want to add more watermelon juice, you could. If you want to add more tequila, you can. All right, I'm giving you a base where I think it's going to have the best balance, and it's going to, once again, make you enjoy the experience most importantly. All right, so now we got that prepped. We'll go ahead and add some ice to our shaker tin. Set my glass right there for my man. Then drop this on here. Shake this up for about 8 to 12 seconds roughly. Remember, you see guys go out there like, oh, this, no, you want equal distribution going back and forth there. Over here.
Looks like I've been watching too many Instagram videos.
That part. And you want that nice little pink vibrant color. And then what we're going to do here, finish it off. Doing lime soda. And I'm using Liquid Death, by the way. So this actually gives it a nice little, gives it an extra touch of lime there. And then get you the straw, my friend. And there you are. Cheers.
Oh, wow.
Cheers. Enjoy.
I would have loved to bring my own little umbrella, too. Okay, let's try it, everybody. Let's try it.
And you can try with and without the sugar rum.
Oh, wow. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm going to say it.
Say it, man. Let them know.
I'm going to become an alcoholic tonight.
Hey, trust me,
Interventions incoming.
Hey,
this
man.
is so good.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'm glad you like here. Cheers. I'll drink this little last bit with you, man.
That's right.
A little
Wow,
dash
that's
of
very
soda.
good. That's very good.
Yeah.
And I'm not gassing right now. Like, you know, there's a lot of alcoholic drinks that you buy at the bar. It's like $15.
Yeah.
And you drink it because it's $15.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
it's not very good.
It,
but you're just like, I guess we're just not gonna enjoy something tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But this right here,
yeah.
this is
outside
worth
the fact that
$15.
it's gonna maybe make me buzz a little bit, right?
That's right. Yeah.
No, so in that case, what do you normally order when you go out to eat?
Oh man,
Or
Shirley
drink.
Temples. You know
Shirley,
what I'm saying?
I actually know how to make one of those alcoholic.
But I do get the girly drinks. I usually get like a chocolate martini.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. Everybody at the end of the day has a preference. That's the thing. Don't ever feel bad for what you order just because if you feel like it's girly or anything like that. No, you just like, sweeter cocktails. That's all. That's all it comes down to, man.
No, it's very good.
No, you like flavor and all that kind of stuff, so that's it.
That's why when we got whiskey going on, it was like, attacking my taste buds. I was so not used to it.
That being said, what I would do in this case, if I was introducing him to whiskey and I know he did not like whiskey, what I would do then is that's why I would make something like an old fashioned for him, which we will definitely do in another episode, so he can, because that's what I think is the bridge, and that's what helped us, and myself included, get into whiskey. We started with old fashions, things like that, and I made them way more on the sweeter side, and I actually dialed that recipe back and talk about the man's best friend, only because as we started learning more about whiskey and started appreciating the taste, that's what I was like, no, I need to go ahead and dial this sweetness back because I want to taste more of the whiskey now. But if I was introducing somebody to whiskey, that's what I do, and like in your case, make them an old fashioned so that it can help bridge the gap. They can get used to it. It's not overpowering. It's not destroying their palate. They kind of get used to, some of the flavor, and then you start transitioning from that to like a Manhattan, because a Manhattan's going to be a little more whiskey forward, and then eventually you wean them off that to actually drinking neat whiskey. That's how I would take them on that journey personally if I was introducing them to someone to whiskey like yourself who does not have a strong palate, just to build it up.
Well, we're going to have to do that in another episode in that
Absolutely,
case.
man. But final take, if you had to rate this, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your thoughts?
Oh, this is a 10 out of 10.
Boom.
This is a 10 out of 10.
Hey, well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, my man. I made this once again for my guy Jack, who came into town. This is one of his favorite drinks. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have to make it for him. And anybody else who gets to come through gets to have it while supplies last. And as I continue to keep bringing in more ingredients and things like that into here, I'll keep experimenting in different ways on how we can leverage those ingredients so you don't just get stuck with one drink that you got to make. You can learn how to make 4 or 5 drinks with one ingredient. For example, with this Campari, right here, for example, our guy Bo, who was just here from Dalmatia, shout out to him. He has a Negroni coffee cocktail on there, and I was like, oh man, well I have all the ingredients for that, so now we're gonna have to make that. So appreciate you for trying my drink once again, brother.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So please enjoy. As always, people, cheers and keep it whiskey.